Hey everyone, Shani here. So I want to talk to you today about stopping trying to get your prospects into bed from the very first connection. Now that sounds a little weird, so let me explain. Often people will sit down to create copy or content with the goal of trying to make a sale, essentially. But there is a key element that people tend to not realize when it comes to the journey of your engagement and relationship with any prospect. And that is you need to bring it back in and focus on the one thing, that moment of creation, and understand that that particular piece of content or copy is not about selling the person on your end goal. It is simply about moving them to the next stage, the next touch point. So I'll give you an example. If, for example, you're creating an ad on social media or a piece of content organically, your goal is not to take that person through to an end sale. That piece of content is simply about getting them to move to the next touch point, which may be watching a funnel or connecting with you and booking a call. But to bring it back even more, that piece of copy or content that you create, the very first goal for that is to get them to take notice. And we do that through our headline and also the bottom of the copy, for example, because people will never read your entire content or copy first. What they'll do is you'll capture them with a headline, a first line. They will then skim, scan, scroll through that content to look for meaningful words to them, but they will be making their way directly to the bottom of that content because they want to know before they invest any more time in reading the entire thing or engaging with what you've given them is what is it going to cost them? What are you asking them for? And that is generally found at the bottom of content. Now, cost may not be monetary, it could be time. So they're skim scanning and scrolling all the way to the bottom to see what your ultimate offer is from that piece of content. If they like what you've got to say, they'll go back up to the top and they'll continue to read. Now, so you can see there that the very first touch point is how you grab their attention. And then the goal for that is to get them to go to the bottom, see what you've got to say. And then that goal for at the bottom is to get them to come back up to the top and move through the entire body. Only then in that entire body will you be asking them to move to the next stage. Now that next stage may be, for example, clicking on a link to watch a video. So then you start the process again. The video is about capturing them at the beginning, with the landing and the copy on the landing page, as well as how you begin your video, etc., etc. I won't go into that in depth now. But what I'm trying to convey is that when we approach our content or our copy from the perspective of simply trying to make a sale with somebody to the very end goal, that is not effective and it's not going to work. Bring the relationship building back in and break it down. It is a step-by-step process that we're taking people on a journey of discovery and relationship building. If you've got any questions, feel free to pop them in the comments below or send me a DM and I'll be happy to help.